How many of you have a morning routine? How many know that the morning routine from the time you open your eyes is the most important part of your day? Because it sets the tone for your day. The enemy waits for you to open your eyes, and if he can, he will attack first thing to try to get your mind on things, make you look at your text message, make you do other stuff. You have to have a commitment that God is going to be the first thing you connect with in the morning. And if you're a believer, and what works for me is actually physically getting up and going to my secret place. Yes. I know some of you like bedside Baptists. I know that you like to sit on the side, be on the side of your bed or lay in bed and pray. I've heard of people that like do that. I physically get up. I actually leave my house and I go to spend time with God in nature. It could be raining, it could be snowing, it could be cold, it could be hot. It doesn't really matter. And the reason I do that, God knows I'm coming too. It's an appointment. Yeah. It's an appointment. Yes. Everyone say yes. Appointment.
Appointment.
See, I'm going to tell you something. When you are that committed and you have a commitment to God and you put him first and you say, Lord, I don't know how to run my life. I don't know how to run my business. I know some of you might know I don't. So I decided that I'm going to trust in, lean on, and rely on the Lord to be the guide and shepherd of my day. And the way that I show him that is that I'm showing up every morning to spend that time with him. The secret to your success is hidden in your daily routine. It's hidden in something you do daily. It's not something you do once in a while. I'm going to say it again. The secret to your success is hidden in your daily routine. It's not something you do once in a while. It's not something that you do hit or miss. And yes, sometimes you will miss it. Sometimes you will wake up and you will hit the snooze button and go back to sleep. Or you will wake up and start looking at text messages. One thing I would say, do your best to not look at your phone, not go on social media, not look at email. Have a routine. And I know many of you do, but I'm just saying, that shows God that he is the most important part of your day. He is the most important person in your life, and that you are dependent upon him. So this morning it's raining here in the DC area, but I went to my secret place. And you know what? I did this. Listen up. This may be one of the most valuable things you hear today. About a year and a half ago, I started going to this specific place. And I did it. It was not intentional. I just kept going. And the next thing I know, I had done it for 40 days in a row. Watch this. I had done it for 40 days in a row. But I wasn't trying to create a streak, but I kept doing it. Habit took over. Commitment took over. The next thing I know, I had done it for 80 days in a row. But now it's no longer a discipline. It's now a habit. I'm addicted. How many know some addictions are good? I actually got addicted to the presence of God and doing this thing every morning. I looked up, I had done it for 140 days in a row. And here's something that you all may be shocked about. After doing it for 140 days in a row, I was getting attacked left and right. Because now I'm tapping into something that the enemy is totally afraid of. It's like, oh, I'm thinking things will automatically get better because I'm putting God first. Man, all hell broke loose. How many can relate to this? Did I stop it? Now I've done it 180 days in a row. Circumstances around me, some of them got worse, but I got better. Sometimes God doesn't change your circumstances, he changes you. He just made me bigger than my giants. And while it looks like the enemy says, look, this ain't working. Why look at this going, look at your family, look at this happening, look at what's going on here. I'm not looking at that. Sometimes you could be doing the right thing and things get worse in your life. Now, I'm just flowing in the Holy Ghost right now because somebody needs to hear it. It's not what I plan to say. But how many of you feel like at some point you're doing the right thing and it looks like things are falling apart? If it hasn't happened to you yet, it will. But don't think that they're falling apart. They're actually coming together. So then I've done it 200 days in a row. I don't even have to tell you how long it's been now, because I don't talk about this other than a time like this when I want to inspire and educate you that when you see me do what I do, you all just do not know that I am not the same person when I don't do what I'm talking about. I'm fearful. I'm timid. But when I do this thing, I can leap over tall buildings with a single bound. So all I'm saying is my boldness comes from my daily routine. My boldness comes from my connection with my Creator. My boldness and my clarity and confidence, which is everything, it comes from there. Jesus said, what you do in secret, I will reward you in the open. So all I would say is that it's not how much time you spend. I don't watch the clock. I spend an hour. I used to do that. I used to spend 2 hours a day, every day, and read 7 chapters a day and memorize 2 scriptures. That was my morning routine. I did that for years. I don't do that anymore. So it's not how much time, it's the commitment. And what will happen? Listen to this. I'm about to say something that you put your coffee cup down and listen to what I'm about to say. If you can do something for a year without any manifestation, without any evidence that it's working, without the reward, then you're on to something. Because most people need to see something in order to persevere. They need to see something in order to keep going. But my Bible tells me that we walk by faith and not by sight. That we look not at those things which are seen, but at the things which are unseen. We got to trust the process. You all are speakers, trainers, authors, coaches, and infopreneurs. I mentioned on night 1 that the only advantage I have, I'm giving y'all my secret. It's the only advantage I have. But guess what? God is accessible to all. He said, come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, I'll give you rest. He said to ask wisdom of me and I'll give it liberally. God is liberal when it comes to, so if you say, God, I need you to give me a plan. I need to give me a vision, give me a dream, give me a big plan, your plan. Because I told God, my plan sucks. My way sucks. And I mean that. I don't trust my way. So that was free of charge. And what I will say is that when you do this and without seeing a manifestation, a lot of times God is not changing your circumstances. He's changing you.